As of now, I'm living in Waterloo, Ontario, attending the University of Waterloo for engineering. Yeah. As you can imagine, engineering is no walk in the park. So obviously, I nearly forgot about this blog. But as you can see now,
sorry, y'all.
I remember to visit the storm from Caledon Coast. I was out in a clearing between the woodlands nearby a marsh. Unfortunately, I found absolutely nothing, save for a turtle that retreated into its built-in home in song. I snapped some pics of the pipe, which I have posted as well. Also, let me tell you, it was not a storm drain it said it was. What I saw was a simple pipe, possibly to channel the excess water from the marsh. When I returned from Caledon, however, I simply kept putting off uploading everything until I forgot all about my blog. It just didn't seem important. Please forgive me. It wasn't until only recently that I am now interested in my case of on September 10th, I received an email from this email address. Return the bee at hotmail.com. Funny, am I right? Well, it gets better.
Any 40 playlists. Okay, so I'll get this after I do 40 fucking playlists.
My dear boy. You see, the story may or may not be true, but it could happen. There are many slots for airtime. If you have money, you can have a public access TV channel. Some public access channels share airtime, like EWTN, which is a religious channel based out of Michigan that shows Catholic-based programming, but during off-air hours have independent shows or just blue screen. Cable networks have empty channels available for rent space. So the scenario of a pedo renting a channel on basic TV is not far-fetched at all. However, public access TV is widely reviewed and can be terminated at any time. These are the rules of the United States, not for Canada, where the story took place. So if this happened in the U.S., the pedo would be tracked and arrested immediately. Yes, the story could happen, but it is unlikely. 100 fuzzy hugs, Mr. Bear.
Now, obviously, this letter is fake, and it sounds almost corrupted. But still, I would like to thank whoever sent it, though they could use some English in this instance. Just reading the letter here, but because of it, I'm now full of this new interest to continue my blog. I guess it's just funny trying to pursue the mysteries I've always questioned. Now my roommate knows about all this. He thought the letter was real and actually seemed more scared than I was for a second. Then I shrugged it off. So he did too. I mean, what are the chances of this being real? How could Mr. Bear know all this about public access TV and about when I went to Caledon on those occasions? More or less know my email or me still be interested in this in himself. Ha. I'm gonna send a reply to return to me. Wow, just looking at that email address, you could tell someone wanted to freak me out. It didn't really work though. Yeah, we can definitely tell. That's why you're still talking about it. Although, to whoever you are, thank you for sparking my interest back into the full matter. Maybe I can find out more about what happened to Mr. Bear. Hopefully, because although I don't buy that email, a part of me still feels anxious. Thank you to all those who are still following me and become avid fans. You are also why I'm choosing to continue this. Thanks, guys. He sounds freaked out.
He's definitely freaked out. The thing too, well, I guess just out of curiosity, do you think that email is real, or do you think it's like somebody who was following the story and they are trying to prank him?
I don't know. I kind of feel the same way I do about the storm drain thing. You know, it could just be set dressing to show how this has affected it, but it could also potentially be real. Because we don't know. If Mr. Bear's just a normal person, I don't think it's real, but if there's some supernatural element, then I think it definitely could be.
Okay.
I can tell he's getting freaked out. So.
Yeah, I mean, even the way he talked about the kids and stuff too, and how much he reiterated that he didn't believe what they were saying, I think that you can tell that. I think that he was
What the fuck is that?
Almost willfully think that he's like trying to convince himself it wasn't real. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Also, I will add, originally, to my understanding, before this was all posted to creepypasta.com, it was on Camden's actual blog he had, like his personal blog.
Okay.
So I think those original pictures of what the storm drain looked like are now lost. Because I haven't seen them, and I don't think I've seen anyone reshare them. But if anyone knows if those pictures can be found, that would be cool, just for set dressing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I I think those pictures are lost because the original blog's no longer up.
It's just gone.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. All right, now it's not like super indicative of the story. It was pictures of his friend.
No, it'd be nice.
It'd be nice. It's nice to have. Yeah. Just to see.
Yeah.
Next update, November 7th, 2010. Wow, I can't believe this vlog hasn't been deleted yet. I haven't checked it for so long. I have my reasons, and I'd rather not discuss them just yet. It has been a rather traumatic month for me. Some of you were right. I shouldn't have gone back trying to relive the mysteries of my childhood. But I couldn't resist. It's been a month since my last post, and a lot has happened. Let's recap where I'm at right now with regards to the whole Mr. Bear incident. Return to me at hotmail.com is no longer in use. Tried replying to the email, but I got no reply. Tried again a while back, still no response. I've actually moved up to Ottawa, capital of Canada, for most of it, for university, so I haven't been back to Caledon or back home in the Peel region for a while. I had my reasons for leaving, as you can guess why. I've had to make a new email account because people keep prank emailing me, pretending to be Mr. Bear. Thanks a lot, guys. Not. That's the most 2009.
Yeah, very.
Not.
Late epic.
Troll face. Yeah, I just did that. Why have I ventured back to this blog? Mitchell Wilson, remember my dad's ex-cop friend, gave me a phone call on October 23rd about a tape that was found in a branch of the Brampton Public Library. Brampton is my hometown, in case you haven't picked up on that. He claims he isn't allowed to discuss the contents of the tape with me. It's still in evidence, but he asked me to come check it out when I return home. That tape got the gears grinding again because we all know what was on the last tapes they said. I can only imagine what can be on them. I'm guessing it must have something to do with Caledon. I guess I just wanted to say I am continuing this vlog and thank you for everyone who still follows it. I don't know when my next entry will be, but when I see that tape, I'll write it up. I don't know what to expect, but the idea of seeing another tape has got me interested in this whole mystery all over. Hell. So now move on to the last tape. I will mention something that was really good that I didn't call out when it happened is that part where he's at the Mr. Bear house and the cellar's right there and he feels like really weird all of a sudden and walks away from it. Like, the logical part of his brain knows that Mr. Bear's not there anymore, right? That it's not going to hurt him. But it makes so much sense to get out of there immediately, right? Like, there's the cellar door. You know horrible things happen there, and you saw what was on the other side of that door from that camera, and it's haunted you all these years. And the padlock's the only thing between you and it. The human inclination would be to run, right? To get out of there. Like I said, it's not logical, but it makes sense that he would leave rather than investigate. I really like that detail.
I mean, you're right. You're definitely right. You know what's crazy is that whenever I read that, I thought that he left because the inclination was he was like, I want to break in. I don't know why I thought that until now, but I think that hearing you say that, I think he might be. I think that makes way more sense. Just that dreadful little feeling, like almost like that pit in your gut.
Yeah, like his body's just like get out, get out, get out. You know, like
Definitely. Yeah.
I think a lot of the terror works well, and I feel like Elliot is being realistically portrayed as someone who had that kind of trauma, and he's now trying to process it, and now he's like having to interact with it in like the way that.
Definitely ripped that, but okay, whatever. How about now?
Yeah.
All right.
I agree.
So big update here. Update January 21st, 2011. So 2 months after the last one. The end of 2010 into the new year was dreadfully long. University has been giving me the usual sleepless nights, especially since I transferred to Ottawa, which is the place with parking and sarcasm. But now I am back home with my dad in Brampton, the town I grew up in. I got home on the 18th of December and have been visiting with friends and family, or at least that's what I would rather have done. Now the festive holiday cheer that I usually have this time of month is absent.
And I just want to say too, really quick, one thing that I liked from that last post. Sorry about the late thought here, but
No.
one thing I liked about it was he's like, oh, people keep making these emails and trying to scare me. Haha. I really like that because to me, like looking back at it, I'm like, what if it's just a guy making different emails and messaging you? So creepy.
See, it fits because it's realistic that that people would be making other emails messaging him after he
Sure.
gave the idea. But it's also, like you said, a chance that it's him just making murder emails. So
Yeah,
again,
it works on
fits
both
that
levels.
great area of like, is this just like people's response to it, or is this another Mr. Bear thing? Is there really a difference if it leads to the same dread and people who live with it, like the thing in the storm drain? Does it make a difference if kids won't go play on the playground either way? You know?
And also the idea too that the story has picked up. By this time, I'm assuming that the story online is doing very well, and it's probably well known within the circles of the horror stories, right? But it could be the idea too that like it's gotten enough traction to where it's like made its way back to the guy, and he's able to like know that the guy's talking, knowing that this kid is talking about this again,
Yeah.
and wants to contact him. Just like that idea,
Man.
it's just kind of creepy and fun.
Yeah, yeah. This is, again, very well done. To answer the hundreds of emails and comments I got, yes, I did see the tapes that my dad's friend, Mitchell Wilson, used to show me. These tapes, however, act as a quiz. I want to know more, yet I want to forget everything. I couldn't help it. I needed to see those tapes. Not only for myself, but for all of you guys who are just as intrigued as I am by that ominous man in the bear suit in my past. However, after viewing those tapes, I feel that pit of dread deep inside me once again. That feeling where I know that all those kids in those videos are dead. That I could have been one of those kids. And that humanity's a dark, dark place. If you haven't skipped this paragraph or the juicier details below, thank you for listening to my ramblings. January the 1st, I called Mitchell Wilson and asked if there was a time where I could come by and get the tapes. Things were pretty slow at the station because of the snowstorm, so he said I could come down anytime that day. The tapes were located at a branch not too far away. So I braved the slushy roads and terrible random drivers and made my way to the Peel Regional Police Station located at the Bramley City Center. I met Wilson at the front desk, where he then led me up to the second floor into a small office. He instructed me to have a seat and wait while he went and got the tapes. Before leaving the office, he turned to me and said,
I know you're curious, but are you sure you want to do this?
"Of course I did. At least thought so. Besides, Wilson's friend had pulled a lot of strings to get me in there, and I didn't want to waste the opportunity. This particular station had 2 tapes on me. I was only able to watch a few minutes of footage, however, because the second tape was apparently too damaged to be played on the PC. Mr. Bear's Cellar, episode 30. Mr. Bear never ceases to disturb me, especially after what almost happened during the show. This episode took place outside in the forest at dusk, making it slightly hard to see, especially considering the volume of the film, trademark of anything from Halloween 2021. The episode started with the camera being held in the paws of Mr. Bear himself. That bear mask. It looks more sinister in the shadows of the trees. Unmistakable muffled voice spoke up.
Hello, children. Today, I will be doing a wonderful thing for my friends. I will be delivering them to a faraway land where they will surely be happy.
Mr. Bear returned the camera around to show PTT in the attached trailer. What stood out the most was that the trailer contained 7 motionless children lying side by side.
This here is the first load, but more will be there on their way soon.
Mr. Bear turned around and pointed the camera at a large burlap tarp spread on the ground. He picked the tarp up, revealing a large hole that's within 12 feet deep, maybe about 15 feet wide. The rest of the episode consisted of Mr. Bear taking each kid and dropping them in the hole. I asked Wilson if they were dead, which he shook his head and replied,
Not yet.
soon all the kids were dead. Some were in awkward positions due to being tossed in, but they remained unconscious.
Vitamin C will surely help these children on the great journey that awaits them.
Mr. Bear mentioned as he panned the camera towards multiple bottles of gasoline inside the flesh. It resumed into the bottles as Mr. Bear hummed or grinned. Wilson revealed to me that these were 7 of the 16 victims of Burns with Risk. Gasoline is what the man playing Mr. Bear used to light the fire, hidden full of furniture. A feeling of dread found me once again when I realized that I could have been one of those kids. also then explained to me that he had previously lied. The other tape, confiscated by the Gremlin police branch, did indeed work and contained the filming of the actual burning. However, he felt that I wouldn't be able to handle the disturbing, graphic nature of the episode. And you know what? Maybe I can. I don't even want to see it. I'm satisfied for now. But I just need some time to get myself to it. The thing is, Manny Rankel's on Local 21 still out there. More comes soon. Oh. So how are you feeling right now?
Very disturbing. You know what my mind immediately went to, which is interesting. This concluded in 2011. It started in 2009 with some of the footage and stuff. The last part there feels so eerily similar to the movie Sinister, and how all of those and how of all those little recorded vignettes, it almost feels like a little too similar for them not to have been inspired by this in a way, right?
When did Sinister come out?
Sinister came out in 2012, dude.
Okay, so... Oh, are you saying Sinister took from this story?
I'm not saying they stole anything. I'm just saying, like, it feels so odd that if this thing was exactly inspired in that way, but even just like the way of like the shitty camera, the people lined up. I mean, like that movie is very infamous for those scenes, and this is like, if at the time, even now it's disturbing and stuff. Granted, it's not as graphic as like probably a lot of the stories would be nowadays, but still, I mean, it feels like I'm like, that's what my mind went to immediately, was that movie and those little vignettes.
Maybe. There could have been some inspiration taken. Like I said, the story wasn't super popular till like 2014. Once like it started making rounds on YouTube. I mean, it still had a community, but it wasn't like, you know, as big as it became.
You know,
till later.
also the aspect too of like the Poughkeepsie tapes also being something of an inspiration to this as well, as like finding tapes from a serial killer, and like it's just the raw footage from a serial killer's catalog of stuff. Yeah. It's just the way that the stuff is presented, even like the monster himself, the bear kind of thing, and wearing this mask, and my mind is just heading toward a sinister place, but it's very revealing. It's very revealing. I like that we're getting more dialogue from Mr. Bear as well. Definitely still in a manic kind of episode and stuff. Still wondering what the vitamin C, wondering what like the importance of vitamin C, if it's just him being fucking insane, or if there's some kind of going to be some kind of reveal there.
I think he's talking about just like, oh, the vitamin C will help them. It's because he knocked them out. I think that's what he means by that. Because all the kids are unconscious on the trailer, right?
Right. Do you think the tone in which I was reading it, or do you think that like the way that he was saying, like the quotes of Mr. Bear, do you think he was cheerful, or do you think, cause even him saying like the vitamin C will help them, is he like slightly disturbed by what he's doing? Like, what do you think? Because he's kind of catching himself on some of his words too.
I don't know. I think maybe he's just so far gone. I don't even know if he could be disturbed at this point with what he's doing. I think it's more so just it's like he's describing it to kids. He's trying to keep it whimsical, right? That's where I think he's at.
I mean, he's definitely a deranged man, and I imagine that he's still keeping this kind of childish, like positive voice kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like just totally delusional.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I don't know if he is disturbed by what he's doing.
The thing here that's next that says INRI, what does that mean? INRI.
Well, the update doesn't have a date. I don't think. So INRI is what was written on Jesus' cross when he was crucified. So maybe that's what it. Maybe that's what it's referencing. I don't know. Is there another name for it that means like no date given? Like, you know, kind of like saying NA.
Yeah, I mean maybe. I mean, just googling it, it just says translates to Jesus Nazarene, King of the Jews.
Yeah.
It's just what I see.
That's what's put on Christ's cross.
Which also, if he's, which is if this is just giving more validity to Mr. like this quote here, which it just says INRI. There's no date or time on this, by the way, guys. This is what the entry says. Once upon a time, there lived a boy named Elliot. Elliot was a clever boy who monthly television show about a bear and his children friends. The children loved helping each other, as good children should. But they also loved the bear. The bear loved the children since the children were so good at helping him and the fallen angel. The children and the bear wanted to play together forever with the help of their angel friend. But the fallen angel needed even more help, so the children had to give up the ultimate sacrifice. Because that's what friends do, Elliot. They help each other. Help us, Elliot. Burn with us, Elliot. I want you, Elliot. He wants you, Elliot. Come back to my cellar. Pretty pleased with sugar and icing on top. Mr. B. And it ends with INRI again. Which I'm guessing, I'm wondering if the religious undertone there, since he's a Satanist, and the fallen angel is obviously Lucifer and stuff like that, but I'm wondering if INRI is just kind of a representation of the crucifixion, or the sacrifice.
That actually, now that you just said that, that's probably what it is, because Christ's death on the cross is like the ultimate sacrifice for people, so maybe the Satanists use it here as well. The death of the children is the ultimate sacrifice for Satan. That probably is what
dropped in my room. Holy shit.
What did you say? Did you say something dropped in the room?
Dude, a box dropped off my shelf randomly in my room. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yes, finally.
A fucking Elgato Streambox box dropped from the second. I don't know how. This is honestly, that's fucking me up. I don't know how it fell off. That scared the fuck out of me.
I will say, you saying INRI is the one explicitly like religious symbol that we've mentioned so far. When we mention it, the box falls off the shelf. So keep that in mind, Hunter.
That actually, I'm not even joking. I'm like, that actually fucking, that scared the shit out of me. Holy shit.
Go ahead. I'm glad.
And my door is closed. Mike, my door is closed. There's no way.
Make fun of my wife opening.
Yeah, but at least she's just your wife, dude. Do I have a goddamn demon in my room right now? I'm freaking out.
Well, I know. I got this, and I got this. So I'm gonna be all right, regardless.
Dude, you saying this and this, and I have no idea what you're referring to, is making it even worse, dude. Because you're not sharing what I could be using to help myself.
I got this,
dude. Now I'm at that feeling where it's like I'm really creeped out. I'm like hearing like little things. I don't like this. I wonder if you could. That was a pretty loud drop. I'm wondering in my recording if you could hear that. That was fucked up. Shut up, man. Shut up, man. That's my nightmare sound. All right, it goes into the next entry here, which is actually kind of crazy because the last entry that actually had a date was January of 2011, and now it says update April 5th, 2011. So it's been some time.
A few months, yeah. I will say if that is what the INRI means, that's pretty sick that Mr. Bear is like fully committed to the symbols of the religiousness. Because even if the story's not supernatural, which I don't think it is at this point, even if it's not supernatural, it's this guy, whatever monster Mr. Bear is, so convinced that it's real that he's willing to kill him. That's terrible.
I just hate that I said INRI and the thing had to drop right when I said that.
It's funny that you keep saying it too. You keep provoking it.
Because I'm pretty sure, I think everybody who's working the studio today has left too. I am very upset. I'm very upset. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually very skittish right now. I'm very fucking skittish, and I don't like that.
I'm gonna send you a list of like phrases from the Bible you're definitely not supposed to say.
Dude, don't do that. Yeah. Don't even send that to me. Send me good things to say. I want some good. I need some good omens.
We just hear Hunter scream, and like that's the last Freecast episode.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
Update April 5th, 2011. I wanted to update more. I truly did. However, certain circumstances had turned me off. Holy hell no. I've since then had hundreds of emails about my blog and was even in contact with the magazine about this week. But now's the time to report. Where have I been for an entire week? The story of Pandora's box is true, and I opened it.
Oh, that's a fly car.
Second take, session of Bella Police Branch. The other subject I'd like to address is... Wait, hold on. I
watched.
I opened it when
Wait,
I
what?
watched the second tape in the possession of Bramble and Blaze British. So he watched the one of the fire. Is that what he's saying?
I think he has not told us what the subject is. I think he said this is the second tape of. There's the first one of them going in the pit, and he said,
You're
"I
right,
don't,
yeah.
I don't need to have watch the second one. I'm fine." But I think he ended up watching it anyways.
Yeah, I opened it when I watched the second tape. Yeah, okay. The other subject I'd like to address is the number of joke/fake emails I've been getting from people claiming to be Mr. Bear. Let's start with the second tape, as that is what traumatized me and stopped my support. Also, I'm doubling down on the critique I had earlier. If you cut out Polo's part, I think the story's perfectly paced. We're coming up on the end now to tell us about that stuff, like what was exactly happening in the woods works better. Whereas Polo kind of like gave a lackadaisical thing for kids being out in the woods. I know they were just around a campfire then. It wasn't the kids being burned, I don't think. But I still
Yeah,
feel
but
like,
still, a crack addict-looking guy.
Yeah,
it just
I
doesn't
feel
make
like
any
that,
sense. It's
but-
too many people.
But in my brain, I'm taking that out, and this is excellent, right?
Yeah.
After a few weeks of playing silent, I decided to ask Mitchell Wilson if I could view that infamous second tape we talked about. I don't know why. I just felt that viewing the tape would give me some closure. Wilson was obviously reluctant to show me. I was persistent. He gave me an offer. If I was still interested by the time I turned 20, he would show me the tape. Not being able to do much else, I just put the waiting game. By the time my 20th birthday rolled around, I was definitely still interested in the tape. Wilson called, during which he admitted that he had hoped about asking me. I was not taking no for an answer.
You really don't need to see it.
Yeah, I'm telling you. But I did need to see it. I had to read his book. Sure enough, he invited me to the Bramble Ranch the day after. I watched every Saw film and a video of animal slaughterhouse.
What?
Class. I was sure I would be able to handle the tape in a row. It's not how to try this. I will say, like, I know that I am one to talk. Like, if
I
get
hate
graphic
this.
videos
I hate
going around online, I
hate
want
this
to
map
talk
so
about,
much.
the human part of me, I guess. I don't know. I don't think there's ever a scenario I would want to see videos of children being burned. I would hope, but I do understand that he has a personal connection to this, and almost has a survivor's guilt about the people who were killed. Right? So
I mean, yeah, man. If this is the last known tape of it, it would
Yeah.
it would haunt you forever if you didn't know.
Yeah.
Like honestly, it would.
I think so. So it makes sense, I guess. You know, Mr. Bear Cellar, episode 30. When Wilson went to collect the tape from evidence, the officer in charge of the evidence room shook his head, his face saying, "What are you doing?" Wilson explained that this tape includes the last known episode of Mr. Bear Cellar. He rightfully assumed that I would be seeing the fate of the children who remained innocent to the ground. The episode opened inside of hills, unusual from previous episodes. This fact took me a while to realize because it was night, the trees and leaves just looked like shapes dancing around in the darkness. A faint glow of light was present in the dry side of this field. There wasn't any apparent wind. It appeared to be a windy night that the trees were in the darkness. Slowly, the camera began to pan towards the wind, revealing smoke rising from the hole and tips of flames coming up into the Wilson paused at this point.
Are you sure you want to see this? Dude, Wilson, stop fucking asking that and just show it already. How many times has Wilson said, "Are you sure you want to see this?"
He's about
You know what
to
I mean?
show his friend's son a video of children burning. Like,
Yeah, dude, but it's like the only thing Wilson has literally said in quotations is, "Are you sure you want to see this?"
Alright, that's fair. That's fair. At least change up the speech pattern.
Yeah, just change it. I mean, yeah, I know. It's just comical. But anyways, go ahead.
I insisted on it, even though a voice in my head was telling me not to. Video continued. Cameraman moved towards the hole.
No!
This was the hole that I had seen in the previous episode. But this time, it was filled with shapes. I could see shapes moving around. Fluttering. Flailing. Some motionless. Perfectly well lit. The camera began to adjust to the light and burning flash. Red, black, blur of surreal movements and colors.
like
then maybe
it's that feeling.
Whoa. Go ahead. Sorry.
It's that feeling where it feels like there's like spiders crawling on you or something. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like. I feel like, ugh.
After killing those kids, he lays out the suit and the crucifix.
Also, it kind of feels like the death of that character.
Yeah, it's almost like with what he's done, he has now crossed over, right? He's fulfilled his purpose. He's now the savior of his story.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. It feels like this idea, like this kind of deity that he has is officially completed the sacrifice.
Yeah.
You know.
I was speechless. It was like a dream. You can find a lot of terrible things in the world, but I had never seen anything like this. Wilson asked if I was okay, and I replied with a shake.
Yes.
I assured him as we left that I was fine and that the video gave me some closure. He didn't seem too confident, but he left with it. He was right, though. My nightmares were peace. I gave up. I didn't care about the whole thing anymore. A sick man burned a bunch of kids alive, attracting them with fake kids TV channel. I could have been one of his victims. I'm still here. I suppose I should be grateful, but I feel guilty. Am I still here only by pure luck? 10 months later, I'm back, but now I need to address some things. My email's been flooded with messages. Some people ask for more details. Some ask if I can upload the tapes. Some people email me W2 to there. First, I cannot get the tapes uploaded as they're A, use possession as evidence, and B, I have no idea how to transfer VHS onto the computer. As for people pretending to be Mr. Bear, you're not fooling me. You have dozens of people pretending to be the same person. It doesn't prove. I haven't seen a fake Paladon level 21 YouTube channel. Which is cute, but still not real. Even more annoying is the fact that someone hacked my account just to put up some demented poll about me on this blog. I'll leave it in the entry above this one, just to show you guys. I have contacted my webmaster about the entry, and this poll was posted on Halloween. Oh, spooky. Attached to the email, paintwithb@aol.com, which I assume is another joke. I'm over episode 31. Images of what I saw was still but I want to do one last recap. I will get in contact with official list of people get set up with the tapes in possession of the other conspiracies. Try to update you guys as soon as I can. This one takes a long way. Thank you to everyone who still reads this.
Wow. I mean, you know, it's interesting because you can see so many influences in what other people have done here, especially even like my mind kind of goes to like pen pal in a way of an obsessive person. You know, even like with the end of pen pal where it's the guy who was obsessed with this person so much that he dressed his friend up, you know, and I mean like it's like this cult of obsession thing. The idea too of sacrificing and that kind of thing. I mean, reading this back in the day must have been extremely graphic. I mean, it was disturbing now, but I feel like now people have to push the stakes because of stories like this.
Yeah.
You know, like this. I wonder how crazy this must have felt reading it back in 2011.
The description of the bodies burning so intense, some still, some moving, some slowly,
Mm-hmm.
Heroin stuff, and then
Yeah.
the following of the Mr. Bear costume and the shape of the crucifix, and then he's just supposedly, maybe he's out there, maybe not, maybe it is people hacking his email, maybe it is just legends of the thing that lives in the storm drain. Maybe it's still him, maybe it's the ghost of him, maybe it's man, it's such a perfect place of like legends you heard as a kid and you don't know if it's real or not. It's such a perfect adaptation of you still in the course of the story don't know what's real or not. You don't know what to do.
Yeah. There's no finality to anything. Which
Yeah,
makes it
yes,
so much creepier.
that's it. That's the perfect way of phrasing it. Yeah, there's no closure. No part of this feels like, and
Yeah.
that's done. It's just like open doors, and none of them shut.
The eerie nature of it being so open to is that I think for me and probably viewers listening is that the idea that any one of those joke emails are definitely probably joke emails, but It's just that all it takes is for one to be legitimate,
Yeah.
to just completely unravel and make this thing even more fucking crazy, you know. And the idea too that like he does know the Mr. Bear does know Elliot. I mean, he received that letter. Who knows? I mean, like Mr. Bear, the person who is still not, you know, no one's contacted him or no one knows where he's at or who he is, could be obsessed. I mean, this is an extremely deranged man, you know.
Yeah. I will say, I think the hack, quote unquote, that happened, that showed it was the poem about him that Mr. Bear supposedly wrote. I do think that's real because of the Ford leather edition, right? Because it contains.
How else would they know?
How else would they know exactly? How would they know what was about to show up in the next day? So.
And I think that's what that letter was doing. I think that's what that submission was
real.
doing.
So that would mean that he probably is still out there, online.
Yeah. Or not only is he still out there, but he knows Elliot. Like he knows what's going on and stuff.
He misses him. He wants him to join him, right? So maybe an update never happening after that implies that Mr. Bear got him.
Yeah.
Made him join the Angel. Ugh.
You never know. I mean, ending it in this way is frustrating in the sense of like I just want to know closure of some kind, even if it's him saying like I'm done with this, I'm putting this behind me, blah blah blah. But even this last episode, he's like, no, I'm gonna go look for more and I'm gonna see what happens. But we never get that kind of. It's like a, you know, in a way, Ted the Caver kind of ends in a similar way, except Ted the Caver gives you that ultimatum of like, you know, I'll update you when I'm back. But he never comes back. You know what I mean? It's that beautiful ending. This one is just, we don't even, who knows, you know? I mean, as we all have known, this entire time, Elliot has been not teasing us, but he's been basically filling us in on like, hey, sorry, I've lost interest. My life kind of took a crazy thing. I don't know if I'll have time. So he's done this, so who knows? I mean, he could have also just been like, I just don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to update it. I'm tired of all the emails. So there's so many things. There's no finality to any of it, and it makes it really, really entertaining. And I can see how much did Candle Cove come after this or before this?
Let me look real quick. So the story, like I said, it started in 2009. Final update was 2011. It blew up. I was wrong in saying that it had its first wave in 2014 with YouTube channels. It actually got its first wave when someone posted it to 4chan's Explore on September 9th, 2012. And when that happened, that's when people started to know. They started to go through the blog sites.
I see.
So 2012 was when it got popular. It was published in 2009 on his website, on Chris Straub's personal website.
Regardless, if whichever one came first, I think that like either one could have been inspired by each other. But one thing I really appreciate about this is that it starts off and it kind of has some weird, creepy vignettes. But I'm glad that we do get to kind of go in more of a narrative device of stepping away from like each post just being new entries, which, you know, there are a lot of entries of the tapes and stuff like that, but we get so much more out of just being able to get the narrator's perspective on things and being able to really feel enticed with this world. Like, I mean, one thing that I really appreciate about like some of the stuff that came after these really early creepypastas is people really taking time and like really getting into like the characters, or especially our protagonists and stuff, not making it feel like it's just kind of a random blog post, but really like pushing the idea that like these blog posts can just, I mean, it can be a huge exposition dump for people. You know what I mean? Like, my favorite part of this whole thing was definitely running into the Beavis and Butthead looking kids and having that little urban legend kind of pop up. Like, I really enjoyed that, and I wish that there was just more to that. Which, granted, you know, it flows so well. Like you're saying, if you didn't have the Polo part, I think or the Polo part, I think that this would be just such a well-paced story that just is just awesome. Just such a fun read, first off. So casual and fun. But part of me also, because I'm kind of invested into it, is just wishing that each one of these, like, we got to hear more, you know, even like some of these. One thing I think would be kind of interesting, I'm curious to hear what you think, is even getting to see more of these joke emails.
Seeing what more people are saying, even if it is just set dressing for the world.
Exactly. Even if it is just kind of, I want to get more and more into the psyche of having to read these as well. Like, like building sympathy for Elliot, and feeling as confused as he is, like sharing more of them. You know, hey, here's a string of stuff, or even just being like, someone sent me this, it's getting really annoying or whatever. Like, I think that way, I feel like I would have been. It's just a giant teeter-totter. It's just kind of going back and forth.
Nice steel bitch,
really
pussy
fun.
ass motherfucker.
Really, really fun. I'm glad we read this one, man. This was fun.
Yeah, it does go hard. There is
He's gonna be a pussy this whole fucking time. That's great to know.
I remembered a different tape. There was an extra tape. And I kept
Really?
waiting for it to come up and stop. It's honestly kind of freaking me out a little bit now. Because I remember...
You have your own personal thing going on.
Yeah, because that's the whole plot, right? Like, oh, I forgot that I saw this as a kid, but I swear there was a tape that the whole episode was just hands. It was like just hands on camera, like talking, like, oh, what do you want to do today? And then one of the hands cuts the other with scissors, and you can hear like a muffled scream when that happens, as if like it's Mr. Bear holding the kid's hand and making him cut himself.
Do you think that this could have been a tape, like maybe it's a tape that isn't
I feel
a
like
part
I'm
of the series?
right. Hold on, I'm gonna find this out. Because when it didn't happen, I'm like, oh, it must be Candle Cove. But I look it up, and that's not Candle Cove. Hold on. Now I'm scared. Oh, I will mention while I'm looking. This actually got adapted in 2017 to an Amazon Prime series. Or Amazon Video. But there were also there's a ton of like alternate 1999 stories out there where like people wrote, oh well, this is a Lost Mr. Bear episode, or this is another movie episode, stuff like that.
So I'm curious. Like, is there any
How did he not get hit?
research that shows that possibly why these were removed?
Yeah, I think
I'm
so.
curious.
Yeah, I'm curious too.
Or maybe even somebody, if anybody in our comments knows as well, we'd love to pin or do anything too. I mean, like, just because that was the last booby entry there, so I'm curious to see why.
I feel like there's some creepypasta community lore here that I'm not privy to. I remember when that happened.
Who would have thought, pussy?
People started discussing the hand thing.
You thought he was gonna beat me off a straightaway? You're crazy.
I don't know if it was straight up plagiarism. If it was just another series about talking hands, unless the story itself was really cool. Hi, so pretend Detective Wendigoon here.
Staring the
I've
fuck
done
at him.
some research online, and I'm pretty sure I know what happened. Why I and likely some of you remember a different version of the story than the one we just read. And all of this is just like offhand research I've done within a couple hours. So if I'm wrong about any of this, feel free to correct me in the comments below. So as mentioned earlier, Camden Lamont is the original author of the 1999 story. He posted the story to his personal blog on November the 14th of 2009. Again, with subsequent updates coming out on the dates listed within this episode. However, it seems that Lamont wasn't really aware of creepypasta culture or of people, copy and pasting horror stories around the internet. So he just posted the horror story as his own project to his personal blog, and that'll be the personal blog that we link in the description of this video, so that way any traffic from this goes to the original.
Alright, bro.
But it seems that after he had posted the story, people were taking that story and posting it to creepypasta boards without crediting him. Not only that, but they were adding their own additions to the story. And one of these additions is the talking hand show known as Booby that I mentioned a moment ago, which in itself is just a parody of an actual talking hand show called Ooby. Not only that, but one of the people who copied the story over to a creepypasta form added an extra episode of Paint the Soul that was a one-for-one copy of an Alan tutorial video, a popular YouTube ARG. In the following years, since the majority of people's interaction with the 1999 story was either through the creepypasta forums or through creepypasta YouTubers, everyone assumed these additions to be part of the original author's story. So when people started to recognize that Booby was just a low-effort copy of Ooby, and that the Paint with the Soul episode around Alan tutorial was straight-up plagiarism, they started to accuse the original author, Camden Lamont, of being the one to copy those stories for his own work. But, like I said, Camden never put those into the story. It's the people who ripped his story and then re-uploaded it who added the not authentic parts. This also led to a lot of drama in like creepypasta communities around 2018 Camden, who wasn't aware that any of this was going on, found out that all of it was going on at once and started to take down versions of the story that, again, stole his story and then added parts that made it seem like he was copying someone else's work. But people who didn't know the full story of that just assumed Camden didn't want people to talk about his plagiarism, which again, he never actually did.
Whatever, bro.
So Camden received a lot of hate because people thought he just stole other people's stories.
Give me my money, pussy.
So the version that we read today is Camden's original work as he originally wrote it, and all the stuff about plagiarism and whatnot are from people who ripped his story in the first place. Again, link to his original blog post in the description, and if I got any of this wrong, please let me know.
You know,
Imagine using a
1999 was
Mazda.
rad. I mean, very, very rad. I know people have requested this one in the showers, so maybe we'll hit the showers next. Or
kind of makes up for them requesting the thing in the basement.
I'm still, you know what? Whatever they requested is not our fault. Is all I have to say. And this one was luckily a strong one. Like, I think it's awesome. Just a lot of cool influences in there, and it's interesting to see these kind of internet stories and how they inspire each other. And it's cool, man. I'm stoked on it.
Yeah, me too.
But without further ado, I mean, that was 1999, ladies and gentlemen. As always, we request just be sure to listen to this on audio platforms if you can, and review, or give us a nice little thumbs up or a 5-star rating. And also, if you have any story suggestions, please be sure to leave them down below. We do look at that, and we look at all the funny little fan edits as well. Right? It makes, like I said, belly jiggling. It's very, very nice. I'm actually going to go clean my shorts because of the Elgato box dropping. That really that got me pretty bad. It is a stinky mess in my pants right now from that, and I am still shaking.
That's what you get.
It is what I get. I feel bad. But without further ado, thank you so much for watching Creepcast, and we will see you in the next one.
See you in the next one, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was good. That was a good Creepcast. Biology of Bigfoot. Weirdest and coolest cryptids. Oh, Valkyrie made me nervous. I think I'm just gonna call it, honestly. I can't even enter the garage. Do I gotta mark the bro? And my shit froze. Hey y'all. Thank you for watching as always. I hope y'all have a good one. Peace.